So on the bench today, I've got the Tamiya Lunch Box again, my favourite of all the cars. So the last video I did with the Tamiya Lunch Box was to widen the wheels so that the wheels wouldn't catch on the body when you went over bumps, because I had the shorter shocks on the front. So it worked well, it looked nice, but as you can see from this footage, if you press down and it still catches on the body a little bit, but that's when you really push down on it. So what I'm going to do this time on this video is fit these, the double wishbone suspension. A friend of mine printed these off. I got the files from Ampro Engineering, downloaded that, and my friend printed it off for me. So we're going to see how that works. The other thing I want to do in this video is fix this. So if you can see there, they've got quite a lot of travel on the servo saver. So I'm assuming there's something wrong with the servo saver. So I bought a metal one from eBay just to see how that works. It may be that there's something wrong with the servo, but I have changed that out once already, so I assume not. So I'll fit this, and we'll see how that goes. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. Let's make a start. Okay, so we'll start with the servo saver. So we need to have, assuming it goes that way. Alright. So we'll put a couple of these on if we can. first bit done. Now let's try and get these wishbones fitted. And my friend printed them, I don't know if you can see that, but he printed them a bit flat, so we might have to sort of smooth them off a bit around the corners there, but let's see how it fits first. So I think that one goes in there. Oh yeah, look at that. I have to file that down. So I filed the ends down on these so they fit in properly. I don't think you have to do that normally. I think it was more to do with the printing process rather than the design of these things. So next I'll fit these little cups that will hold the shocks or the suspension. As you can see, they've got a little bump there, you can see. And the little cup thing has a little notch that just sits in there. You put the screw in after it. Screw sticks out the bottom a little bit, but I think I just need a different size screw, don't I? But I don't think I've got one at the moment. So that's those bits ready. I think we have to take this off first so that we can fit this little bit for the extra suspension arms, which I'm still waiting for actually. That's where this little bit goes, which I can't put in yet because I'm just waiting for these links to arrive. So I don't know whether I'm going to need to screw into there something or use some of these ball connectors, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so the shocks go in there, steering arms on there, and the other suspension arms go on there. But I'm not sure how long they need to be. He said, I think on the Ampro Engineering's video, he said it needs to be about 60mm, but I'll measure it. I'll do what he did on the video. Maybe it's slightly different with mine. Shouldn't think it'll be. is. Not finished yet, obviously, because we just need to put these connectors on. And also, I need to make these a bit longer. I hope there's enough thread on there to do that, but not quite sure how wide they need to be yet. But yeah. But so far, it looks pretty good. But I'm just waiting for those connectors, which should come any moment. So I'll give it a clean, wait for the postman. Okay, so here's a little update. The link arms that I bought, they're not good enough. See those little holes? They're just too small. I've got no screws big enough to, or small enough even, and long enough to make them usable. And even if I pop those little balls out, they don't stay on the ball connectors on the actual Lunchbox. If I can just demonstrate that. You can see that, but they go on, but they rattle about, so that's no good for me. So I've decided to make my own. I ordered some M3 rod, again from Amazon, and I found some old ball cups, and plan is just to put that on there, see how much I need to cut off, and then I will be able to fit them. So I'm going to do that off camera because it's a little bit boring, isn't it? So I'm also going to see what in the middle of that ball joint, so in the middle of that ball joint, so I'll do it again. Need to know how far from eye to eye. .66. So from eye to eye we need 66. So that's what I'll do. Bang on, there's 66. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I've put it all back together again, and I'll just go through a couple of things that I found. So underneath, you can see these are the arms that we put in. I put the wheels on wrong. I put that side on that side, so I had to swap them back over so the wheels were pointing in the right direction, or the tyres were. And when I undid one of them, I think it was this one, it snapped that bit slightly, so that came away. Again, I think that was down to the printing process rather than the design of it. But obviously you have to be very careful, especially since now I've got the extra collars on that make the wheels even wider. But a bit of glue and these screws on with a bolt on, a nut on the other end, that seems to have done the trick. Actually, that looks a bit needs doing up. Anyway, so that was one thing. The other thing, the slop on the steering, it's still there even with the new servo saver. I took the servo saver off again, and it was the cog on the top of the servo that was wobbling, so there was no fix there. But it's not terrible, I don't suppose. Maybe if one of you more experienced people out there, maybe you know more about it than I do. perhaps there's a solution to it. But yeah, I'm very happy with the way it works. I put the body on and we can see if it does what I wanted it to do, which was to mist the tyres. There we go. Look. Yeah, it misses it by a mile up on both sides. So it's done its job. I think there's some further adjustment to do though. You can see it from the top though. You can see that that wheel on the left there is toe-in. And that wheel is slightly, but it's not so bad on that side. So I think that still needs some adjustment, which I'll do at some point. But I'm very happy with the way it's turned out. And I think I'll take it for a spin, see how it drives. And I'll leave the running footage up there for you to leave a comment about. So yeah, if you've got any comments, any suggestions, I'm always very happy to hear them. So please just leave a comment, and I'll probably act on it. I've got a few on the Clodbuster video, so there's a few things that I'm going to try on that. So please do keep the comments coming in. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Helps me out massively. So thank you.